Hey, what's up guys? I'm Liam, and in today's video I am going to be updating you guys on all of my Samsung phones in my collection. And I hope you're excited to see this because I haven't done a collection video in like a couple months. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. And with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so I have all of my, I guess you can call them dumb phones, but they're basically flip phones, slide phones, and other sorts of stuff like that that aren't touchscreen. I have them all in this pile right here, and then I have every single one of my smartphones, which go from the web OS or Java running smartphones to Android running smartphones. So, yeah, first off, we'll start with this pile. Alright, so first off, we have one of the 3 Samsung Intensity 2s that I have. Now, I recently, well, not recently, a couple weeks ago, I recycled both of my blue Samsung Intensity 2s, and then on that same weekend, I got 2 more from family, so, okay, here's the other one. And both of these have the same exact problem. They suffer from a bad ribbon cable that connects the top part. Oh yeah, I forgot to put the keyboard in. I always do that. I don't know why. But the ribbon cable comes from the bottom part, which has the motherboard, and it comes into the top part, which has obviously the screen and the T9 keyboard. But yeah, both of them have severed cables, so that sucks, but I guess it's whatever. I still have one working Samsung Intensity 2 that I also got from Target. Well, I don't know why I'm saying also, because I didn't get these from Target, but, yeah, I mean, that one's in mint condition, the one I'll show you in a few, whenever I find it. So let's put those over there. And next up, we have my Samsung Elias 2. Now, this is a very, very cool flip phone to me. I've always loved this thing. I got this one from Target as well. And yeah, it's just a really cool flip phone overall. You know those Kindles, the Kindle Paperwhites? And you know how they have like that weird electronics, the black and white screen? Well, that's essentially what this is. If this has power, I will definitely show you. Oops. Alright, then I'll just put a clip up. Like right here, from an older collection video, and I'll show you what it does in that clip. But the keyboard's really cool. It changes, so you can have it like this, and it'll be like, you know, the keyboard will have the regular T9 input, but then when you switch it over to this, it will change orientation and put out a full-blown QWERTY keyboard, which has, you can press this button right here, and it will activate, you know, it's like Android, sort of. Like, if you hit the, you know, the 1, 2, 3 button right there that makes all the numbers come up and all the other symbols, it has that button right here, when it's on the QWERTY keyboard thing, whatever. I don't know. It's a really cool phone. It has a nice UI and everything. And yeah. Next up, speaking of Samsung Eliases, here's another Elias. This one is a first-gen Elias. It has a crack in the screen right here. Don't know how that happened, but it's whatever. That screen's never worked. I got this from a Goodwill outlet. This was like the only phone they had in the bins there. And I bought it. Like, they're not out of the recycling bin, you know. But like, if you know what a Goodwill outlet is, it's basically a store with a bunch of different bins, and the bins contain different things, and there's different sections, like there's electronics bins, and there's clothes bins, shoe bins, stuff like that, but the bins are giant, probably the size of my bed, I would say, and they have multiple in the store, and the store is like a very, very, very huge store, maybe like a Publix size store, I guess. But if you know what Publix is, of course. But anyways, this was the only phone they had in there, and it was like what, like a couple cents, I think. So it's a pretty good deal. It was actually, when I got it, I opened it up and it had water all over it. So there was like water on the keyboard, on the screen, and I didn't have hope for this thing. And when I tried to turn it on with this battery right here, because I didn't actually have the charger at the time for it, yeah, I tried to plug it in with that, and it didn't work. I tried to power it on with that, and it didn't work. You can see the water damage indicator is red. But I took it apart fully and cleaned it off. Found some corrosion up here, I believe, where the ribbon cable connects. Or no, it was right here. Where the ribbon cable goes through here and connects to the upper half of the phone. And I cleaned off the corrosion, and it worked. And it may actually have power right now. The only screen that does not work, yeah, it does, is that one, and it's never worked. That screen's never worked. But as you can see, the phone works. It just shows like the wrong battery thing or whatever. But everything other than that screen works on it, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and power this thing down. And holy crap, I'm already 7 minutes into the video, and I've only gone over 4 phones. So, it's probably gonna be like I'm gonna be editing out a bunch of this, so it'll probably only be a couple minutes for you guys. But right now, it's recording at like just now 8 minutes. So I'm gonna have to go a bit faster. But yeah. Also, by the way, I'm sorry that I didn't upload on Monday. I'm actually in the middle of taking my driver's ed course, so I can get my driver's permit. So yeah, that'll be really cool once I get it. And I'm also saving up for a car, and I want to get a not mid 2000s, but like early 2000s, like a 2003 or something, Subaru Outback, because I like those. I don't know why. But yeah. Anyways, next up we have this. This is an SGH C417. It works. I'm not going to show you because it's just a boring old Samsung flip phone, just a regular one. Here we have one of the 2 Samsung SGH A660s that I have. This one works totally fine. No issues with it whatsoever. And yeah, I'm going to take off the battery, and I'm going to show you my other A660, which is right here. And this one has a problem with the hinge. It fell off my bed and then like landed on here, and it broke up here. So that hinge does not work anymore, but the phone still works, so that's cool. Now I'm going to put this battery back in here, because this is the phone, or the battery actually goes to this one right here, or it came with this one, so whatever. Next up we have this. I don't know what it is. It's an SGH T239. It works totally fine, other than the speaker up here, which does not work at all. It does not have a back or a battery, because I just took out the battery, but it works totally fine other than that speaker. Here's a Samsung flip phone. Don't know what it is. Does it even have a... Oh, yeah, it has a battery in it. Alright. Well, I'm actually probably going to take this battery out just so I can use it for other phones, but as you can see, it works. This is an SGH A157V, and like I mentioned before, it works totally fine. And yeah, so it's just a cheap old AT&T Go phone or something like that. I don't know. Probably cost like $2. I don't know. I'm being sarcastic, but whatever. Next up we have this Samsung phone. Holy crap, I didn't notice. Oh, wait, it just looks really bad on camera. Holy crap. I don't know what this is, actually. And it does not have juice in the battery. So I'll take out the battery for you guys and show you what it is. I'm actually definitely going to clean that off later. It's an SCH U340, and it works totally fine. I may be able to show you with this battery. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there you go. As you see, it works. That's not a dead spot. That's not a dead spot, by the way. That isn't either. That's just like, I don't know what that is. It looks like oil. I don't know. Disgusting. I really need to get some rubbing alcohol on a napkin and just clean the crap out of this thing. Holy crap. I did not notice how bad it was until I looked at it on camera. I'm going to put this battery back in this phone. Put it over here. It looks like a decent little not track phone, Samsung phone. I don't know why I said track phone, but whatever. Next we have this. Now this is an interesting one. I got this for like $3. It came with the charger and everything. And it's an SGH L760V. It works totally fine, but the really interesting thing about it is that it has a freaking front-facing camera. Like, I haven't seen that on one of these phones except for this one. It was actually really, really hard to find out because I don't speak Spanish and this phone was in Spanish. I had to go into the settings and work my way around everything and try and find the language settings. But yeah, as you can see, it works, and I changed it back to English, but I cannot reset it because it has a reset code or whatever, a security code that you have to put in when resetting it, and I don't have that. So that kind of sucks, but I don't care. Big yay. Yeah. Nice phone. I don't know, I like it. I think it's cool. I don't know. Go away. On to the next one. This is a Samsung Gravity first generation, and it works totally fine. It may have a battery in it, or it may not, and it does not. I don't think. Yeah, no, it doesn't. I guess I can kind of finagle this in here, and maybe there, as you can see, it turns on and everything. It works totally fine. I'm not gonna let it boot up all the way, but it's a perfectly working phone. I got this at a flea market along with a bunch of other phones. So yeah. Next up we have this thing. I don't know. I actually took these back because the battery's integrated, or it's inside the back cover. So with this SGH A660, I took the battery from behind the back cover since it was also connected. And I did the same with this one, and I had the internal battery that I was just switching between the back covers. I kind of made this hot glue housing thing. I don't know, it was weird and it sucked. But that was just because I really liked this phone at the time, and I don't know, I just thought it was really cool. I actually saw this in Target, in the same Target that I got this one from, but I never grabbed it because I just didn't have the time, and at the time my parents didn't even let me do that. So yeah, I was really excited to get one of those, and I was really, the battery in this one did not work. So yeah, I was really excited to get that one working and whatnot. Even though it was just probably a really cheap Samsung flip phone, I don't know. But yeah, anyways, next up we have this. This is an interesting looking phone. I don't know, it's really weird. It looks like they screwed up and placed everything to the side. But that's on purpose. I don't know why. It's such an odd design choice. But it's an You know what? I don't even know what this is. Well, maybe I will be able to finagle this one as well. It's an SGH T229. There you go. And it works totally fine. I don't know, it's a weird phone, but yeah. Here's my Samsung Intensity 2 that I got from the Target bin. It works totally fine, as you can see. Here's a Samsung Gravity 2 that, shut up, that I got in a lot of phones. Don't remember which one. Here's another Samsung Gravity 2 that I got from my grandfather. And yeah, both of them work totally fine. I really like this color. Here's this really beat up Samsung phone that I actually did a drop test and an extreme scratch test on, and it actually fell apart because someone had actually taken all the screws off of it and put it together without any screws. And then when I went to drop it, it landed on the side and just blew up, essentially. So it was really funny. But yeah, I don't even know if that video's still up. It most likely is, but I don't know. Next up, we have this very good condition Samsung. I don't know what this is. I'll show you right now. It's an SPH M300, and it works totally fine. It may still have battery on it. I got this one. I don't know where I got this one. I think this one came with a leather case, and I got it for like $3 at the flea market. But yeah, it has battery and everything. It works totally fine. It's a nice little phone. I don't know. Weird, but whatever. It has a very, very crappy resolution screen. It's so bad. Look at it. Ugh. Oh, it died. Okay, good. Here's my only working Samsung Intensity 1. This one it still has battery. It's most likely going to turn off, though. But, yeah, it works totally fine. I kind of, like, just... I got a bunch of them, like 3 of them at a flea market, and I just kind of Frankensteined all 3 phones together into one working phone, so, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to turn that off. Holy crap, that's way louder than when it turned on. Holy crap. Here's this Samsung phone. It's really, really, really thin. I don't know why it's that thin, but whatever. It's an SGH T519, and it works totally fine. I actually was going to charge this one and show you the UI, because it's kind of interesting to me, but I could not find the battery. But I had finally gotten one of these chargers at the flea market a couple weeks ago, so I was excited to show you that, but I don't know where I put the battery, so oh well. Here is this Samsung... What is this? I don't remember what this is. Shut up, motorcycle. Please. Please go away. I don't know what this is. Rugby 2, I think. But yeah, I did an extreme drop test on this thing, and it, like, barely got a dent. Like, right here in the plastic. Right up there. On the... Right there. Right there above my thumb. That's the only thing that happened, essentially, so, yeah. Here's a Samsung, I think this is a Rugby, I don't know, it's a, I don't know. I can't remember this. It's been so long since I've done a Samsung collection video that I don't remember what a lot of these are. But, yeah, this one works totally fine. It's in basically mint condition, and, yeah, it's a really nice phone. I don't know, I like it. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. Next, we have this Samsung phone. Don't know what it is. Don't really care, but I'll show you. It's an SGH A737. Has a problem with the ribbon cable that it's severed enough to where these buttons don't work at all. So I can't power the phone on. The screen works when you plug it in and everything, but you can't power it on with these buttons. They just don't work at all. Here's an interesting story. This was my only working, I don't remember what this is, but essentially in my last collection video, my dogs got into a bad fight, and I kind of, like, freaked out, and I grabbed a phone and tried to slam it on the ground to try and freak out the dogs and get them apart, but that actually did nothing. So I kind of wasted a phone on nothing at all, so that really sucks, but I figured I'd add this in because why not? The board probably still works, but the phone fell into 2 pieces, the screen shattered, everything is broken, so, you know. Here's this Samsung, I don't know what this is, T659, has some dead spots in the screen. I have another one right here, which has a messed up screen. It turns off after a few seconds of being on, and then never turns on until you reboot the phone. Shut up. Next up, we have this Samsung phone. Now this, believe it or not, is the phone, it's my first phone. It's not my exact first phone, because that's smashed in the, or not really, not super smashed, like it probably still works, but it's in my shed somewhere. But this one's they're both GTE 1080Ws. I don't know. But yeah, both of them work. The one's in the shed, like I told you. But yeah, I found this one, and I just had to have it because it's really cool. I don't know where that phone actually went, my original phone, but this is like my first phone. But yeah, this one works totally fine. As you can see, it's just really cool to have. I don't want to smash it. I just like it. Next up, we have this iPhone 2G Imposter right here. I don't know, some weird Samsung track phone thing. It works, as you can see. Next, we have... Wow, this looks really dirty on camera as well. This is a Samsung... I don't know what this is, actually. This is a SCHR375C. And it works. It's kind of cool. I don't know. It had a passcode, but I just put in a code. Or I put in, like, you know, I typed in numbers like I was calling someone, essentially. But there's a code that you can put in to fully reset it, and it worked. So that's cool. This one is out of battery, so whatever. I'm going to go ahead and turn this one off. This is another Gravity one, and it was like spilled in tea. Nothing. It doesn't even really work. Here's this Samsung on Altel. Don't know what it is. It's an SCHR430, and yeah, it works totally fine. But whatever. Here's a like, it's a track. It looks like a Gravity 2, and it essentially is, but it has a completely different UI, and they don't call it a Gravity 2. It was one of those, like, cheap track phones, like this one, because this one's essentially one of the higher-end models at the time, but it was for track phone, and it had a different UI and everything. And it was made of cheaper stuff, I think? I don't know. But they're all made of the same thing, but as you can see, this one is called an SGHT44G, while this one, as you can see, not really. It's an SGHT469. So I don't know why they just didn't put the normal UI or whatever. But essentially I smashed this one because these older track phones require the original SIM that came with the device to be used, or else it will just say SIM card rejected and you won't be able to get inside the phone and use it. So yeah, I just completely destroyed it because why not? I have two Gravities anyways, it doesn't really matter. Here's an original Samsung Gusto. I think this one's pretty cool. This one really needs cleaned off as well. Holy crap. This one works totally fine. I guess I could show you. Alright. It has a very bad resolution screen, as you can see. But it works, so that's cool. So yeah. Second to last, we have another one where I forgot to put the keyboard in again. This is a Samsung Intensity 1, and I don't think this one works. Yeah, this one has a busted screen and everything, and a messed up board. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, this one works, so I'm gonna go ahead and power this one down now. And there you go. Now, saving the best for last. This, it almost looks like a BlackBerry Imposter, but it's not really, I guess. Like, that button kind of looks like it, but this is a really cool Samsung phone, and I'll show you why. Now, I got this one from Target the last time that I went, which was like a week ago or something. So, yeah, this one works totally fine, and it's in very, very good condition. It's a cheap track phone, but it has, like, the BlackBerry, you know, the weird, sensor instead of the buttons. So as you can see, you know, it does that instead of, you know. But, look at this. It has freaking Wi-Fi. Like, what's the point of that? Really? Like, imagine watching YouTube videos or something else you're not supposed to be watching on that. I'm kidding. But, no, just, like, I don't understand why this thing has to have Wi-Fi. Like, I think it's really, really cool and really unique, but it's just really weird. So, now let's move on to the smartphones. Okay, so first up we have the Samsung Nexus S, and this one works totally fine. I got it for like $20 or $30 on eBay in very, very good condition, as you can see. And it works totally fine. It's a beautiful phone, has the curve to the screen and everything. I've just really been obsessed with these Nexus phones lately. I don't know why, but maybe because they run stock Android. This one's running 4.0.1, no, 4. No, I don't know. I'll show you when it fully boots up, but for now, next up we have this. It's dusty. This is a Samsung Galaxy S Continuum. Sorry, I completely forgot. This one works as well, and it has essentially two screens. One's a ticker display, I guess they call it, and then one's the regular display. Both are AMOLED, and yeah, it looks really cool. The touch-sensitive buttons are in between and everything, as you can see. So, yeah. I guess I'll show you what this is on. It's on 4.1.1, which is a very early version of Android 4. And it's probably an outdated one, too. This one's on Android 2, and it runs TouchWiz because it's a Samsung Galaxy. So, yeah. Next up, we have one of the 3 Samsung Galaxy S5s that I have. This one I got for... Shut up. Anyways, as I was saying, this one I got for $30, and the only thing that's wrong with it is that there's a line. It's in very good condition. The screen has almost no scratches on it. The back is perfect, and like all the way around, it's pretty good. Other than it has like some slight markings on the side, as you can see, but it's not too bad. There's no actual dents, so that's cool. And yeah. As I said, the only thing that's wrong with it is this line. Don't know why it's like that, and I've actually never seen this on an S5. But it works, so whatever. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot I reset it. But yeah. Next up we have my Samsung Galaxy S4 Mini. Now this has case damage on the back, but that's fine because the back cover is replaceable. But as you can see, it has a bunch of damage on the back cover. Oops. And it was dropped by me on accident, and it shattered. It was dropped on the concrete and it shattered, but thank God it still works. So yeah, as you can see, it still works. And yeah, there's that. Here's an interesting one. So this I got in a lot of phones a very, very long time ago, and I hoped it would work, but it didn't. So I ended up just keeping it, and then I did an April Fool's prank. So a little while back, I did an April Fool's prank, and I essentially went onto my apartment, my dad's apartment, because my dad lives on the top floor of an apartment building, and I went onto the balcony and said I was going to drop test a Huawei phone that I had, because why not? And then I said I would be recording slow motion on the S5, and I grabbed the S5, and I really grabbed this, and I made it to where it slipped out of my hand, and it fell off the balcony, face first. So that's why it's all, like, completely shattered like this, but it wasn't really that bad. It wasn't that shattered. You can kind of see the origins of the cracks, like, what the first cracks are. But yeah, if you know how to decipher that. But yeah. Enough talking about that. Here we have my Samsung Galaxy S Vibrant. Works totally fine. It's a really nice phone. I'm going to be getting my dad's Galaxy S Vibrant, which he still uses as a main phone, as his only phone too, in 2018. I've tried to tell him to get a new phone. He's actually now realizing that he needs a new phone. Now! Like, what in the world? But yeah, anyways, this works. It works totally fine. I'm gonna go ahead and power this off because I need the battery for another phone, which I will show you right now, which is this Samsung Galaxy S2 Epic. So let's put the battery in this. And as you can see, it boots up. So yeah, it works totally fine. I got this one in a lot of phones a long time ago. Actually, a lot of 100 phones. And it came cracked. Don't know how it happened because it wasn't my phone before. But whatever. Things happen. Here's a completely demolished not Core Prime, Prevail LTE with a Core Prime screen, a demolished Core Prime screen. Bleh, I can't speak. But yeah, essentially this screen was on this phone right here, and I just completely swapped the screens so that this one had a good LCD and a good touchscreen, at least for the time being. And this one's a Core Prime, that one's a Prevail LTE. They essentially have the same parts, but after I replace the screen, these buttons don't work, so I have to have like an on-screen thing that I got off the App Store. So that one works, but then this one also works, as you can see right now. So yeah, that's cool. Anyways, next up we have this Samsung Dart, and it may turn on right now, I don't know. Yeah, it does. Cool. Alright. Nothing special about that, really, honestly. Next, we have another Samsung Galaxy S1 that I have. This one, I believe, is a Fascinate for US Cellular. Shut up. This one, unfortunately, has AMOLED, or has a damaged AMOLED. As you can see, there's a crack right there, and then there's some cracks going down here. I can't... Here, hold on. You could... Well, yeah, you could kind of see them down at the bottom. But yeah, the actual glass on top isn't cracked, but the AMOLED underneath, which is the actual screen, suffered some damage from a drop, so that kind of sucks. But I got it like that, and it's whatever. Next up, we have this Samsung. This is a Java-based phone. I don't know what this is, really. Why? I don't understand the color of this, but... people like what they like, I guess. I don't know. I found that at Target, by the way. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this one off. That's so loud. Jesus. Next up, we have this. There, finally. God. SCH U940. And it works totally fine. It's a very, very small screen. Like, it's just so small. Like, comparing it to the Galaxy S1, or comparing it to a freaking S7, like, it's so small. This one may have battery, I don't know. Yes, it does. Alright, cool. Has a, resistive touchscreen, which means there's two layers and there's usually a net that goes across, and essentially when you press down, you have to press down harder for something to come up. A capacitive screen, like this one, you don't have to press down, which I was actually really surprised that this had a capacitive touchscreen, which is like, so essentially the capacitive touchscreen is what we have on everyday, smartphones, as of right now, that are being made right now. I'm going to turn this off, but yeah, enough explaining and whatnot. Next up, we have this Samsung Galaxy... Hold on one second. I actually got the manual with this one, and this was from the flea market, so it is a Galaxy Indulge. And it works totally fine. It's a really nice phone, I guess. I don't know. And it has TouchWiz on it because it's a Galaxy phone. And every single Galaxy device, other than the Nexus S and the Galaxy... Well, no, obviously that one shouldn't. But the Galaxy Nexus right here, this one does not run TouchWiz. That one runs stock. That's the whole point of, like, the Nexus devices and the Google Pixel devices, is that they run stock Android and, stuff like that. I'm so disappointed in the Pixel 3 XL, by the way, and most likely in the Pixel 3 regular as well. The notch, I've seen leaked pictures of the 3 XL. It's ridiculous. The notch is so horrifying. and there's a freaking face. There's a camera right here, and then the earpiece, and it looks like some weird retarded face. Like, seriously, it looks so bad. This is dead. But anyways, next up we have this. This is a Samsung Bright Side, and it works totally fine. This one also has a capacitive screen, which is cool. And I got this one from Target as well, but a while back. I got this when I found my 16 gigabyte iPhone 4S that was mint condition on iOS 7.0.4. So yeah. Anyways, it works totally fine. I just turned it off because I don't feel like listening to it make noises and everything. But yeah, anyways, next up we have this. This is a Samsung Galaxy Y running a custom Android 7 ROM to make it look like Android 7. And it's really bad, okay? I'll tell you that much. I mean, it's not super bad, but I don't know. Next up, we have my Samsung Galaxy S7 Active that I bought for $30 on eBay. It was an amazing buy. And essentially, I didn't even know what the phone looked like because the seller had a random picture of one out of like the couple, I think like 10 or more of these he had. And they all had one pink line and one green line. And yeah, I think I got the one with the least damage, honestly. Like, let's be real here. That's like nothing. Other than that spot, that kind of sucks right there. But, whatever. I used to use this as a main phone, too. I unlocked it to T-Mobile because AT&T phones are really easy to unlock. But then something happened where I couldn't use the internet and I could only call and text, and that really sucked. So, I resorted to the iPhone 6, which I'm currently using right now, which sucks. It sucks. I really want to get this working again, because I really loved using this as a main phone. But I guess it's whatever. Here's the Galaxy Y. Yeah, see, look. It's so bad. Yeah, it works, I guess. But it's very hard to do stuff on it. There. Alright, cool. But yeah, I mean, it was a decent phone until I decided to screw around with it and put a stupid custom ROM on it. But yeah. Anyways, next up we have this. This is my Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus, my main phone from before, and it's very, very badly cracked. Well, not very, very bad, but all of that was from me. Okay, I'll admit to that. Yeah, I kind of did a bunch of stupid stuff in high school. In my first year of high school, and I dropped this a bunch of times doing really stupid stuff. So, making it worse, this was the case that I had, and as you can see, the entire top border was missing, so, yeah, that sucked. But I got another one, so that's cool. It runs Android 7, works totally fine, other than there's some spots on the LCD right there. But it's not too major. Works perfect. Next up we have this. This is, like I mentioned before, the Galaxy Nexus. So, Samsung made the Nexus S, and they also made the Galaxy Nexus. This one I also bought for $20 or $30. I think it has an extended battery. Like a thicker battery, because this back cover, it's supposed to, here, I'll show you. Hold on one second, let me find it. Okay, so this is a normal Nexus S back cover, and as you can see, it has the curve on the end like that. But on this back cover, you can see it curves the opposite way. Not really, because my darn camera won't focus. Hold on. There we go. As you can see, it curves the opposite way, and I think that's because it has an extended battery, so... Oh, wow, this is already on. Alright. It works totally fine, though. It's cool. Oh, wait, what the... Hold on. What is that? Turn on! I don't know, it's probably just lagging from first turning on, but I gotta get back to that, because I don't know what the heck that was. Here we have one of my two Samsung Galaxy S3s. This one's on T-Mobile, just a normal S3. Yeah, it's out of battery, but, it originally had a crack going across here and a crack going across here, and then those cracks down here. But then it fell off the kitchen counter in my cooking class because I had my headphones connected to this phone right here. And I went to walk. I had my headphones in, and I forgot my phone on the table, and this was on top of it. And essentially, I walked off, went to go throw something away, and it yanked this phone down. Nothing happened to that one at the time. But then this one fell face first and got completely shattered in here. But it still works totally fine, which is good. But it sucks. So yeah, anyways, oh yeah. I don't understand what, wait. Oh, that's just a clock. Okay. I was like, what mode is that in? I don't understand. Here we have a Samsung Rep. I don't even think, yeah, this doesn't have a battery. I don't even care. I gotta get through with this video. Here's my second S5. This one I kind of like messed around with some tape and tried to create a cool screen thing. I don't know. I wanted to see how the blue looked on it, and I didn't want a logo because why not? And I just think I think it looks kind of cool. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. It has a crack going across here, one right there, one right there. It still works. And the camera lens is cracked as well, but it works totally fine. And obviously the back cover is demolished, as well as the bottom of the phone, but the other borders around it are totally fine, which is completely weird to me. It works totally fine though. It's dead right now though, so I'm not even gonna attempt. Samsung Admire, nothing special about it. This, nothing special about it. Still gonna show you because I don't know what it is. This is an SCH U820. Yeah, I don't know. It's a decent phone. It has one of those resistive touchscreens, which is crappy, but whatever. It's normal for those Java phones. Next up we have this. This is a Samsung Intercept. Alright. I bought this off of my friend for $5 in middle school, and it still works totally fine. It's still in the same exact condition I got it. Or the same exact condition that I got it in. Yeah. Works fine. Android 2. Really bad phone, though. Here's a mint Samsung Galaxy S3, or at least a near mint Galaxy S3 with a screen protector. And you may be wondering what happened to my other S3, and if you don't even know what S3 I'm talking about, I got two S3s, both on Sprint, both are the same color from the Target bin, the last time I went, and I got some other phones from there too. Actually, I think all of them were Samsung phones too. So, no, one was a BlackBerry. I already showed you. I got that one. I got another S3. I got that pink one right there. I got that cool one right here. And I got this one right here. But yeah, anyways, this S3, it works totally fine on Sprint. But as I was saying, the other S3, you may be wondering what happened to that one. And I'm actually trading with Phone Maniac YT. So I gave them that one, and he's given me two other phones for it. So that's cool. And it was like another near mint S3, I believe. So yeah, that's cool. But yeah. Anyways, both of them work. This one's like, I have all the other phones packed up. But yeah, shut up. Yeah, anyways, second to last we have this. This is a Samsung Galaxy S5 in mint condition all the way around, other than the screen. The screen still functions, but there's one sucky thing about this phone, but I think I know how to fix it. So essentially, when I boot it up, it stays on, it turns on, and then it'll stay powered on. Okay, it's dead, but essentially it'll boot up fully, and I'll be able to unlock it, and I'll be able to use it for around 10 seconds. And then it'll just power off, reboot, and then I'll be able to use it for another 10 seconds. And just keep on doing that. I think it's a hardware issue, because when I fully reset this phone through recovery, I think I did that through recovery, I don't remember, but essentially, I I went to set it up again, and it worked totally fine through the setup process, which took me a couple minutes, and then it worked for about a minute afterwards on the home screen and everything, and then it started reboot, and then it, did the normal crap. So I think that's a hardware issue. It might be either the microphones, the camera, or whatever. I'm gonna have to troubleshoot, but for now, I can't take it apart until I get my heat gun. So yeah. That's about it for this phone. And now on to my last one, which I have to actually switch phones to show you. Alright, so now I'm recording on the S7 Active. What is that on my... I don't know what that is. It's not focusing either. Whatever. Anyways, this is my S9 Plus. And as you can see, it has a demolished screen protector. Not because I drop it, because I've actually never dropped this phone. Well, I think I've dropped it once, and it got a slight crack over here. But I don't know. I think that something, like I tossed a phone onto it or something and it cracked more, and then I got some water in between the screen and I had to take off the screen protector, but it was really hard to take off and I ended up just completely demolishing it in the process. But I still keep the screen protector on because it protects the screen from scratches and everything, and if something falls on it, it's not falling on the screen itself, it's falling on this protector. And that's the main purpose that it was created, so I'm going to use it to its full extent. Yeah, this is a fully working Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. It was Google Lock bypassed by me. My first phone I bypassed as well. So, yeah, I mean, I got it Google locked, and I bypassed it, and it was actually pretty easy. I bought this case. I bought it secondhand. It's a Spigen case. But yeah, it looks cool, I guess. I don't know. It would look better if I had a different color of the phone, but it's whatever. Anyways, I traded my friend 6, 7, or 8 phones for it. And yeah, I mean, it works totally fine now. But yeah, I think it's really, really, really cool. I love this phone so much. It is my favorite device out of anything in my collection of phones in general. So, yeah. Anyways, with that being said, this is where I'm going to end off the video. So, if you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next one. Peace out. Let it go.